glittering spear, and the multitude of slain, and the great heap of corpses, and there is no end of the bodies. They stumble upon their bodies. For because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft, by behold, I am against thee, saith Jehovah of hosts, and I will uncover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame 6, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock 7, and it shall come to pass, that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her ranks shall all seek comforters for the age art thou better than no other, that was situated among the rivers, that had the waters round about her, whose rampart was the sea, and her wall was of the sea. 9 Ethiopia and Egypt were her strength, and it was infinite. Foot and moving were thy helpers, 10 yet was she carried away. She went into captivity. Her young children also were dashed in pieces at the head of all the streets, and they cast lots for her honorable men, and all her great men were bound in chains. 11 Thou also shalt be drunken, thou shalt be hid. Thou also shalt seek a stronghold because of the enemy. 12 All thy fortresses shall be like fig trees with the first ripe fig. If they be shaken, they fall into the mouth of the eater. 13 Behold, thy people in the midst of thee are women. The gates of thy land are set wide open unto thine enemies. The fire hath devoured thy bars. 14 Draw thee water for the siege. Strengthen thy fortresses. Go into the clay, and tread the mortar. Make strong the brick kiln. 15 There shall the fire devour thee. The sword shall cut thee off. It shall devour thee like the cankerworm. Make thyself many as the cankerworm. Make thyself many as the locust. 16 Thou hast multiplied thy merchants above the stars of heaven. The cankerworm ravageth, and fleeth away. 17 Thy princes are as the locusts, and thy marshals as the swarms of grasshoppers, which encamp in the hedges in the cold day. But when the sun ariseth they flee away, and their place is not known where they are. 18 Thy shepherds slumber, O king of Assyria, thy nobles are at rest, thy people are scattered upon the mountains, and there is none to gather them. 19 There is no assuaging of thy hurt, thy wind is grievous, all that hear the report of thee clap their hands over thee, for upon whom hath not thy wickedness passed continually? Habakkuk 1. The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see to know Jehovah, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? I cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not say free. Why dost thou show me iniquity, and look upon perverseness? For destruction and violence are before me, and there is strife, and contention riseth up. For therefore the law is slack, and justice doth never go forth, for the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore justice goeth forth perverted. 5 Behold ye among the nations, and look, and wonder marvelously, for I am working a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you. 6 For, lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, that march through the breadth of the earth, to possess dwelling places that are not theirs. 7 They are terrible and dreadful, their judgment and their dignity proceed from themselves. 8 Their horses also are swifter than leopards, and are more fierce than the evening wolves, and their horsemen press proudly on. Yea, their horsemen come from far, they fly as an eagle that hasteth to devour. 9 They come all of them for violence, the set of their faces is forwards, and they gather captives as the sand. 10 Yea, he scoffeth at kings, and princes are a derision unto him. He derideth every stronghold, for he heapeth up dust, and taketh it. 11 Then shall he sweep by as a wind, and shall pass over, and be guilty, even he whose might is his God. 12 Art not thou from everlasting, O Jehovah my God, my Holy One, we shall not die. O Jehovah, thou hast ordained him for judgment, and thou, O God, hast established him for correction. 13 Thou that art of pure eyes that to behold evil, and that canst not look on perverseness, wherefore lookest thou upon them that deal treacherously, and holdest thy peace when the wicked swalloweth up the man that is more righteous than he. 14 And thou hast men as the fishes of the sea, as the creeping things, that have no ruler over them. 15 He taketh up all of them with the angle, vision which Habakkuk the prophet did see too. O Jehovah, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? I cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. 3 Why dost thou show me iniquity, and look upon perverseness? For destruction and violence are before me, and there is strife, and contention riseth up. For therefore the law is slacked, and justice doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore justice goeth forth perverted. 5 Behold ye among the nations, and look, and wonder marvelously, for I am working a work in your days, which ye will not believe though it be told you. 6 For, lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, that march through the breadth of the earth, to possess dwelling places that are not theirs. 7 They are terrible and dreadful, their judgment and their dignity proceed from themselves. 8 Their horses also are swifter than leopards, and are more fierce than the evening wolves, and their horsemen press proudly on. Yea, their horsemen come from far, they fly as an eagle that hasteth to devour. 9 They come all of them for violence, the set of their faces is forwards, and they gather captives as the sand. 10 Yea, he scoffeth at kings, and princes are a derision unto him. He derideth every stronghold, for he heapeth up dust, and taketh it. 11 Then shall he sweep by as a wind, and shall pass over, and be guilty, even he whose might is his God. 12 Art not thou from everlasting, O Jehovah my God, my Holy One? We shall not die. O Jehovah, thou hast ordained him for judgment, and thou, O Rock, hast established him for correction. 13 Thou that art of purer eyes than to behold evil, and that canst not look on perverseness, wherefore lookest thou upon them that deal treacherously, and holdest thy peace when the wicked swalloweth up the man that is more righteous than he. 14 And makest men as the fishes of the sea, as the creeping things, that have no ruler over them. 15 He taketh up all of them with the angle, he catcheth them in his net, and gathereth them in his drag, therefore he rejoiceth and is glad. 16 Therefore he sacrificeth unto his net, and burneth incense unto his drag, because by them his portion is fat, and his food plenteous. 17 Shall he therefore empty his net, and spare not to slay the nations continually? Habakkuk 2:1 I will stand upon my watch, and set me upon the tower, and will look forth to see what he will speak with me, and what I shall answer concerning my complaint. 2 And Jehovah answered me, and said, Write the vision, and make it plain upon tablets, that he may run that readeth it. 3 For the vision is yet for the appointed time, and it hasteth toward the end, and shall not lie, though it tarry. Wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not delay. For behold, his soul is puffed up, it is not upright in him, but the righteous shall live by his faith. 5 Yea, moreover, wine is treacherous, a haughty man, that keepeth not at home, who enlargeth his desire as Sheol, and he is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. 6 Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not as how long, and that laddeth himself with pledges. 7 Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booty unto them? 8 Because thou hast plundered many nations, all the remnant of the people shall plunder thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence done to the land, to the city, and to all that dwell therein. 9 Woe to him that jetteth an evil gain for his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the hand of evil. 10 Thou hast devised shame to thy house, by cutting off many peoples, and hast sinned against thy soul. 11 For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. 12 Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity. 13 Behold, is it not of Jehovah of hosts that the peoples labor for the fire, and the nations weary themselves for vanity? 14 For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Jehovah, as the waters cover the sea. 15 Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, to thee that addest thy venom, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. 16 Thou art filled with shame, and not glory, drink thou also, and be as one uncircumcised. The cup of Jehovah's right hand shall come round unto thee, and foul shame shall be upon thy glory. 17 For the violence done to Lebanon shall cover thee, and the destruction of the beasts, which made them afraid, because of men's blood, and for the violence done to the land, to the city, and to all that dwell therein. 18 What profiteth the graven image, that the maker thereof hath graven it, the molten image, even the teacher of lies, that he that fashioneth its form trusteth therein, to make dumb idols. 19 Woe unto him that saith to the wood, Awake, to the dumb stone, Arise. Shall this teach? Behold, it is overlaid with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it. 20 But Jehovah is in his holy temple, let all the earth keep silence before him, Habakkuk 3, 1a Prayer of Habakkuk the prophet, said to Shigionoth 2, O Jehovah, I have heard the report of thee, and am afraid. O Jehovah, revive thy work in the midst of the years, in the midst of the years make it known. In wrath remember mercy. 3 God came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran, Selah. His glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. 4 And his brightness was as the light. He had rays coming forth from his hand, and there was the hiding of his power. 5 Before him went the pestilence, and fiery bolts went forth at his feet. 6 He stood, and measured the earth. He beheld, and drove asunder the nations, and the eternal mountains were scattered. The everlasting hills did bow. His goings were as of old. 7 I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction. The curtains of the land of Midian did tremble. 8 Was Jehovah displeased with the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers, or thy wrath against the sea, that thou didst ride upon thy horses, upon thy chariots of salvation? 9 Thy bow was made quite bare. The oaths to the tribes were a sure word. Selah. Thou didst cleave the earth with rivers. 10 The mountains saw thee, and were afraid. The tempest of waters passed by. The deep uttered its voice, and lifted up its hands on high. 11 The sun and moon stood still in their habitation, at the light of thine arrows as they went, at the shining of thy glittering spear. 12 Thou didst march through the land in indignation. Thou didst thresh the nations in anger. 13 Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, for the salvation of thine anointed. Thou wantest the head out of the house of the wicked man, laying bare the foundation even unto the neck. Selah. 14 Thou didst pierce with his own staves the head of his warriors. They came as a whirlwind to scatter me. Their rejoicing was as to devour the poor secretly. 15 Thou didst tread the sea with thy horses, the heap of mighty waters. 16 I heard, and my body trembled. My lips quivered at the voice. Rottenness entereth into my bones, and I tremble in my place, because I must wait quietly for the day of trouble, for the coming up of the people that invadeth us. 17 For though the fig tree shall not flourish, neither shall fruit be in the vines, the labor of the olive shall fail, and the fields shall yield no food, the flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stalls. 18 Yet I will rejoice in Jehovah, I will joy in the God of my salvation. 19 Jehovah, the Lord, is my strength, and he maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and will make me to walk upon my high places. Zephaniah 1 The word of Jehovah which came unto Zephaniah the son of Cushi, the son of Gedaliah, the son of Amariah, the son of Hezekiah, in the days of Josiah.
Morning, McDonald. You using mobile app today?
I am not using the app today. Yes. I need 2 bacon, egg, and cheese bagels.
Okay.
And 1 sausage, egg, and cheese bagel.
2 bacon, egg, and cheese, and 1 sausage, egg, and cheese. Okay, what else?
That's all.
Okay, 16:34. Thank you.
Thank you. Need camera over there facing this way.
off man from off the face of the ground, saith Jehovah. For and I will stretch out my hand upon Judah, and upon all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and I will cut off the remnant of Baal from this place, and the name of the Chemarim with the priests. 5 And them that worship the host of heaven upon the housetops, and them that worship, that swear to Jehovah and swear by Malcham. 6 And them that are turned back from following Jehovah, and those that have not sought Jehovah, nor inquired after him. 7 Hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord Jehovah, for the day of Jehovah is at hand. For Jehovah hath prepared a sacrifice. He hath consecrated his guests.
Hello.
And it shall come to pass in the day of Jehovah's sacrifice, that I will punish the princes, and the king's sons, and all such as are clothed with foreign apparel. 9 And in that day I will punish all those that leap over the threshold, that fill their master's house with violence and deceit. 10 And in that day, saith Jehovah, there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and the wailing from the second quarter, and the great crashing from the hills. 11 Wail, the inhabitants of Naphtach, for all the people of Canaan are undone. All they that were laden with silver are cut off. 12 And it shall come to pass at that time, that I will search Jerusalem with lamps, and I will punish the men that are settled on their lease, that say in their heart, Jehovah will not do good, neither will he do evil. 13 And their wealth shall become a spoil, and their houses a desolation. Yea, they shall build houses, but shall not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards,
Next one.
but shall not drink the wine. Hereof 14 The great day of Jehovah is near, it is near and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of Jehovah. The mighty man cried there bitterly. 15 That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. 16 A day of the trumpet and alarm, against the fortified cities, and against the high battlements. 17 And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Jehovah, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. 18 Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Jehovah's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he will make an end, yea, a terrible end, of all them that dwell in the land. Zephaniah 2:1 Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation that hath no shame. 2 Before the decree bring forth, before the day passes the chaff, before the fierce anger of Jehovah come upon you, before the day of Jehovah's anger come upon you. 3 Seek ye Jehovah, all ye meek of the earth, that have kept his ordinances. Seek righteousness, seek meekness, it may be ye will be hid in the day of Jehovah's anger. 4 For Gaza shall be forsaken, and Ashkelon a desolation, they shall drive out Ashdod at noonday, and Ekron shall be rooted up. 5 Woe unto the inhabitants of the sea coast, the nation of the Cherethites. The word of Jehovah is against you, O Canaan, the land of the Philistines. I will destroy thee, that there shall be no inhabitant. 6 And the sea coast shall be pastures, with cottages for shepherds and folds for flocks. 7 And the coast shall be for the remnant of the house of Judah. They shall feed their flocks thereupon. In the houses of Ashkelon shall they lie down in the evening, for Jehovah their God will visit them, and bring back their captivity. 8 I have heard the reproach of Moab, and the revilings of the children of Ammon, wherewith they have reproached my people, and magnified themselves against their border. 9 Therefore as I live, saith Jehovah of hosts, the God of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah, a possession of nettles, and salt pits, and a perpetual desolation. The residue of my people shall make a prey of them, and the remnant of my nation shall inherit them. 10 This shall they have for their pride, because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of Jehovah of hosts. 11 Jehovah will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth, and men shall worship him, every one from his place, even all the isles of the nations. 12 Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword. 13 And he will stretch out his hand against the north, and destroy Assyria, and will make Nineveh a desolation, and dry like the wilderness. 14 And herds shall lie down in the midst of her, all the beasts of the nations, both the pelican and the porcupine shall lodge in the capitals thereof, their voice shall sing in the windows, desolation shall be in the thresholds, for he hath laid bare the cedar work. 15 This is the joyous city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none besides me. How is she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Every one that passeth by her shall hiss, and wag his hand. Zephaniah 3:1 Woe to her that is rebellious and polluted, to the oppressing city. 2 She obeyed not the voice, she received not correction, she trusted not in Jehovah, she drew not near to her God. 3 Her princes in the midst of her are roaring lions, her judges are evening wolves, They leave nothing till the morrow, for her prophets are light and treacherous persons. Her priests have profaned the sanctuary. They have done violence to the law. 5 Jehovah in the midst of her is righteous. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his justice to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. 6 I have cut off nations. Their battlements are desolate. I have made their streets waste, so that none passeth by. Their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, so that there is no inhabitant. 7 I said, only fear thou me. Receive correction, so her dwelling shall not be cut off, according to all that I have appointed concerning her. But they rose early and corrupted all their doings. 8 Therefore wait ye for me, saith Jehovah, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. 9 For then will I turn to the peoples of a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of Jehovah, to serve him with one consent. 10 From beyond the rivers of Ethiopia my suppliants, even the daughter of my dispersed, shall bring mine offering. 11 In that day shalt thou not be put to shame for all thy doings, wherein thou hast transgressed against me. For then I will take away out of the midst of thee thy proudly exulting ones, and thou shalt no more be haughty in my holy mountain. 12 But I will leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall take refuge in the name of Jehovah. 13 The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. 14 Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel, be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. 15 Jehovah hath taken away thy judgments, he hath cast out thine enemy, the King of Israel, even Jehovah, is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not fear evil any more. 16 In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, O Zion, let not thy hands be slack. 17 Jehovah thy God is in the midst of thee, a mighty one who will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy, he will rest in his love, he will joy over thee with singing. 18 I will gather them that sorrow for the solemn assembly, who were of thee, to whom the burden upon her was a reproach. 19 Behold, at that time I will deal with all them that afflict thee, and I will save that which is lame, and gather that which was driven away, and I will make them a praise and a name, whose shame hath been in all the earth. 20 At that time will I bring you in, and at that time will I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all the peoples of the earth, when I bring back your captivity before your eyes, saith Jehovah. Haggai 1 In the 2nd year of Darius the king, in the 6th month, in the 1st day of the month, came the word of Jehovah by Haggai the prophet unto Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, saying, Thus speaketh Jehovah of hosts, saying, This people say, It is not the time for us to come, the time for Jehovah's house to be built. 3 Then came the word of Jehovah by Haggai the prophet, saying, For is it a time for you yourselves to dwell in your sealed houses, while this house lieth waste? 5 Now therefore thus saith Jehovah of hosts, Consider your way. 6 Ye have sown much, and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm, and he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. 7 Thus saith Jehovah of hosts, Consider your ways. 8 Go up to the mountain, and bring wood, and build a house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, saith Jehovah. 9 Ye looked for much, and, lo, it came to little, and when ye brought it home, I did blow upon it. Why, saith Jehovah of hosts? Because of my house that lieth waste, while ye run every man to his own house. 10 Therefore for your sake the heavens withhold the dew, and the earth withholdeth its fruit. 11 And I called for a drought upon the land, and upon the mountains, and upon the grain, and upon the new wine, and upon the oil, and upon that which the ground bringeth forth, and upon men, and upon cattle, and upon all the labor of the hands. 12 Then Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, and Joshua the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, with all the remnant of the people, obeyed the voice of Jehovah their God, and the words of Haggai the prophet, as Jehovah their God had sent him, and the people did fear before Jehovah. 13 Then spake Haggai Jehovah's messenger and Jehovah's message unto the people, saying, I am with you, saith Jehovah. 14 And Jehovah stirred up the spirit of Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and the spirit of Joshua the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, and the spirit of all the remnant of the people, and they came and did work on the house of Jehovah of hosts, their God. 15 In the 24th day of the month, in the 6th month, in the 2nd year of Darius the king. Haggai 2:1 In the 7th month, in the 21st day of the month, came the word of Jehovah by Haggai the prophet, saying, Speak now to Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, and to the remnant of the people, saying, Who is left among you that saw this house in its former glory, and how do ye see it now? Is it not in your eyes as nothing? For yet now be strong, O Zerubbabel, saith Jehovah, and be strong, O Joshua, son of Jehozadak, the high priest, and be strong, all ye people of the land, saith Jehovah, and work, for I am with you, saith Jehovah of hosts. 5 According to the word that I covenanted with you when ye came out of Egypt, and my spirit abode among you. Fear ye not. 6 For thus saith Jehovah of hosts, Yet once, it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens, and the earth, and the sea, and the dry land. 7 And I will shake all nations, and the precious things of all nations shall come, and I will fill this house with glory, saith Jehovah of hosts. 8 The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, saith Jehovah of hosts. 9 The latter glory of this house shall be greater than the former, saith Jehovah of hosts, and in this place will I give peace, saith Jehovah of hosts. 10 In the 24th day of the 9th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of Jehovah by Haggai the prophet, saying, 11 Thus saith Jehovah of hosts, Ask now the priests concerning the law, saying, 12 If one bear holy flesh in the skirt of his garment, and with his skirt do touch bread, or pottage, or wine, or oil, or any food, shall it become holy? And the priests answered and said, Number 13 Then said Haggai, If one that is unclean by reason of a dead body touch any of these, shall it be unclean? And the priests answered and said, It shall be unclean. 14 Then answered Haggai and said, So is this people, and so is this nation before me, saith Jehovah, and so is every work of their hands, and that which they offer there is unclean. 15 And now, I pray you, consider from this day and backward, before a stone was laid upon a stone in the temple of Jehovah. 16 Through all that time, when one came to a heap of 20 measures, there were but 10. When one came to the win of it to draw out 50 vessels, there were but 20. 17 I smote you with blasting and with mildew and with hail in all the work of your hands, yet ye turned not to me, saith Jehovah. 18 Consider, I pray you, from this day and backward, from the 24th day of the 9th month, since the day that the foundation of Jehovah's temple was laid, consider it. 19 Is the seed yet in the barn? Yea, the vine, and the fig tree, and the pomegranate, and the olive tree have not brought forth. From this day will I bless you. 20 And the word of Jehovah came the second time unto Haggai in the 24th day of the month, saying, 21 Speak to Zerubbabel, governor of Judah, saying, I will shake the heavens and the earth. 22 And I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the nations, and I will overthrow the chariots, and those that ride in them, and the horses and their riders shall come down, every one by the sword of his brother. 23 In that day, saith Jehovah of hosts, will I take thee, O Zerubbabel, my servant, the son of Shealtiel, saith Jehovah, and will make thee as a signet, for I have chosen thee, saith Jehovah of hosts. In the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of Jehovah unto Zechariah the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo, the prophet, saying, 2 Jehovah was sore displeased with your fathers. 3 Therefore say thou unto them, Thus saith Jehovah of hosts, Return unto me, saith Jehovah of hosts, and I will return unto you, saith Jehovah of hosts. For be ye not as your fathers, unto whom the former prophets cried, saying, Thus saith Jehovah of hosts, Return ye now from your evil ways, and from your evil doings. But they did not hear, nor hearken unto me, saith Jehovah. 5 Your fathers, where are they and the prophets? Do they live forever? 6 But my words and my statutes, which I commanded my servants the prophets, did they not overtake your fathers? And they turned and said, Like as Jehovah of hosts thought to do unto us, according to our ways, and according to our doings, so hath he dealt with us. 7 Upon the 24th day of the 11th month, which is the month Shabbat, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of Jehovah unto Zechariah the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo, the prophet, saying, 8 I saw in the night, and, behold, a man riding upon a red horse, and he stood among the myrtle trees that were in the bottom, and behind him there were horses, red, sorrel, and white 9. Then said I, O my Lord, what are these? And the angel that talked with me said unto me, I will show thee what these are. 10. And the man that stood among the myrtle trees answered and said, These are they whom Jehovah hath sent to walk to and fro through the earth. 11. And they answered the angel of Jehovah that stood among the myrtle trees, and said, We have walked to and fro through the earth, and, behold, all the earth sitteth still, and is at rest. 12. Then the angel of Jehovah answered and said, O Jehovah of hosts, how long wilt thou not have mercy on Jerusalem and on the cities of Judah, against which thou hast had indignation these 60 years? 13. And Jehovah answered the angel that talked with me with good words, even comfortable words. 14. So the angel that talked with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith Jehovah of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. 16. Therefore thus saith Jehovah, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies, my house shall be built in it, saith Jehovah of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth over Jerusalem. 17. Cry yet again, saying, Thus saith Jehovah of hosts, my cities shall yet overflow with prosperity, and Jehovah shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem. 18. And I lifted up mine eyes, and saw, and, behold, 4 horns. 19. And I said unto the angel that talked with me, What are these? And he answered me, These are the horns which have scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem. 20. And Jehovah showed me 4 smiths. 21. Then said I, What come these to do? And he spake, saying, These are the horns which scattered Judah, so that no man did lift up his head, but these are come to terrify them, to cast down the horns of the nations, which lifted up their horn against the land of Judah to scatter it. Zechariah 2:1. And I lifted up mine eyes, and saw, and, behold, a man with a measuring line in his hand. 2. Then said I, Whither goest thou? And he said unto me, To measure Jerusalem, to see what is the breadth thereof, and what is the length thereof. 3. And, behold, the angel that talked with me went forth, and another angel went out to meet him. 4. And said unto him, Run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as villages without walls, by reason of the multitude of men and cattle therein. 5. For I, saith Jehovah, will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and I will be the glory in the midst of her. 6. Ho, flee from the land of the north, saith Jehovah, for I have spread you abroad as the 4 winds of the heavens, saith Jehovah. 7. Ho Zion, escape, thou that dwellest with the daughter of baby. Lon 8. For thus saith Jehovah of hosts, After glory hath he sent me unto the nations which plundered you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. 9. For, behold, I will shake my hand over them, and they shall be a spoil to those that served them, and ye shall know that Jehovah of hosts hath sent me. 10. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, for, lo, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, saith Jehovah. 11. And many nations shall join themselves to Jehovah in that day, and shall be my people, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, and thou shalt know that Jehovah of hosts has sent me unto thee. 12. And Jehovah shall inherit Judah as his portion in the Holy Land, and shall yet choose Jerusalem. 13. Be silent, all flesh, before Jehovah, for he is waked up out of his holy habitation. Zechariah 3:1. And he showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of Jehovah, and Satan standing at his right hand to be his adversary. 2. And Jehovah said unto Satan, Jehovah rebuke thee, O Satan, yea, Jehovah that hath chosen Jerusalem rebuke thee. Is not this a brand plucked out of the fire? 3. Now Joshua was clothed with filthy garments, and was standing before the angel. 4. And he answered and spake unto those that stood before him, saying, Take the filthy garments from off him. And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thine iniquity